you, Presiding Officer, and can I also congratulate Jenny on securing this debate and also on her promotion to the portfolio that she's in at the moment, and also to my colleague from the Education Committee, Gail Ross, for stepping in so brilliantly to lay out the Chamber's approach to this debate this evening. I am not as old in this place as the National Parent Forum of Scotland. This is my 7th year as an elected politician, but having served on the Education and Culture Committee previously and now convening the Education and Skills Committee in this term of the Parliament, I know how much the National Parent Forum of Scotland have contributed to the policy making and the decisions and the inquiries that take place in this Parliament, and the fantastic work that they have done in ensuring that families and parents and carers are represented whenever we are considering the education system in Scotland. And I want to thank Joanna Murphy, the Chair, and all the volunteers who do an amazing amount of work to contribute in the way they do, supporting parents and carers across Scotland and helping people to understand our curriculum. It's almost a unique relationship, the way that Scotland works and the way that the Parent Forum has been able to engage with education authorities across Scotland, the work and the partnership that they do with the national government, and that communication across all levels of their child's experience, and the focus that they give to ensuring that the very best outcomes are there for our young people and students in Scotland. I am very impressed often turn to their in a nutshells, which are the snippets and the publications that they have on their website, available freely to parents and carers across Scotland. And it covers a myriad of bits of information about our curriculum, about the experience in Scottish schools, about everything that people can expect from the education system in a way that is, in a nutshell, very accessible, free from jargon, and makes it just so good to be there as a resource for Scotland. I'm looking at just one page from the website, and on that it has the learner journey, empowering parents and carers, the senior phase in a nutshell, wider achievement in a nutshell, curriculum for excellence. All absolutely vital information to help that relationship and help that understanding of the new curriculum. But I want to focus on one nutshell in particular, which is the transition for armed forces families. And I want to focus on that one because to me this just highlights why it's so important that this relationship is there, because this is not something I would naturally have considered or naturally have realised was a problem. But obviously, as we have a curriculum that's very much focused on each individual school, for those families that do have to move around through to work or through being involved in the armed forces, that whole approach can be even more difficult to slot into a new experience in a new school. And this is a document that lays out all the questions that should be asked, all the questions that can be asked by parents and carers, and making the decision about what they want to do that's best for the children that they are looking after. And it just, because of that, it was a niche problem. But what the Parent Forum have done, as they do with everything, is turn that into information, advice and support for people. And it's bringing these issues that we might not have considered, but knowing their parents and knowing that engagement that they have, what the issues that are facing families across Scotland. And I thank them very much for their 10 years of hard work, for their engagement in this area, and I certainly look forward to working with them in the future.